Am I doing it right? No, I'm not doing it right. How did he do it? How did he do it? Hold on, it's the bat and the. Okay, well, okay, enough of that. I'll try and do the Fawad Alam celebration. I can't do it right. Forget it. Just forget it. Hold on. There's my phone here. Like this? Something like that? Yeah. Anyways, enough of me making myself look like a madman. Right, okay. Let's have a look. So, close of play of day one. Obviously, we know what happened in day one. I've gone over day one, but I want to recap what happened in terms of where we ended up coming into day two. So, Imran Butt, 43 not out, Abd Ali, 56 not out. That was coming into day two. Pakistan had not lost a single wicket yet. They won 103. Now, that didn't happen for very long because Zimbabwe looked decent, I would say. Decent today. Decent. Now, Imran Butt and Abid Ali, I think, especially put on a very, very good partnership, 115 to be exact. But soon after, I guess, the resume of the day's play, Abid Ali fell for 60 off 140, Chisoro getting him. And yeah, I think going forward, that definitely helped Pakistan, that platform from the openers. 100 plus partnership, really, really good stuff from both. Azrali came in out of the crease with Imran Butt, and Imran Butt looked just really good. If I'm being honest with you, it's the best I've seen him since. It's the best I've seen him since the start of his international career, which has been very, very, very new so far. But he looked very solid in his defense as well, especially very, very solid. I thought, and it was impressive to see. Just look very comfortable. He got out eventually though to Engarava. Good bowling from him, Imran Butt as well. Uh, look, 91 for him. Now that would be slightly disappointing. But before he got out, actually, Azhar Ali got out, and this was a burst from Tirapano, which nearly could have turned the match on its head, but didn't. 2 wickets and 2 balls for him. He got the man Azrali, very experienced at number three. He went for 36. Will be disappointed not to go on to get 50, and he got Babar Azam his first ever golden duck in Test cricket. Now, before everyone starts going crazy and going, "Oh my God, Babar Azam's rubbish. He's overrated. Crowd says Zimbabwe for zero." Just chill. Let's just everyone relax. Okay, he's a quality player, and let's just be a little bit. I was having people hyper analyzing his performance in the live stream, and I'm just like, look, it happens. You get out first ball, it happens as a batsman. You have a lapse in concentration, it happens. But look at his overall stats, look at his quality. It's one innings. Let's all relax. Let's not go crazy about it. Yes, it's a big thing, but take it as it is. If it was any other person, oh, they got for a golden duck. Oh, that's unfortunate. You would expect them to get runs there, right? Yeah, you would. Happens. Okay, is what it is. Let's move on. I'm sure he'll get runs in the second innings if we do bat. Otherwise, he'll get runs in the second test match. That's just how good he is. He just pushed it one rather than playing it under his eyes. Just kind of pushed it, timed it really well actually to the man at short mid wicket, and he was thinking, "What have I done?" But it happens. Anyways, Tirapano, because he got 2 wickets and 2 balls, was on a hat trick, but unfortunately was denied. And yeah, as I said, Imran Butt then fell after to Engarava, and there was a little bit of shakiness, you might say, because we lost 3 wickets for 50 runs, which isn't ideal. There might have been, I guess, a Pakistan collapse on the cards, but luckily there wasn't, because then Rizwan and Fawad Alam were the partnership of the day so far. Well, partnership of the day, full stop, to be honest, the day's finished. And that was Rizwan, as I said, and Fawad Alam. They put on a really good partnership, I thought, of 107. Really, really good partnership between the two. Fawad Alam actually was striking at a higher strike rate than Mohammad Rizwan, which you might be quite surprised by. I was a little bit, because Fawad Alam normally might score at around a 40 strike rate, which is fine. Like, that's just how he goes. He'll go pretty slow and steady, wins the race. Mohammad Rizwan will normally go around the strike rate that Fawad Alam was going at, which was 69, 70. Now, Rizwan was actually going at 42. I think someone mentioned, look, was he not maybe in his most fluent self? I don't think he was. I think he was maybe struggling a little bit to find that really crisp striking ability that we have seen in him in the past. But the fact that he even got 45, I think is pretty impressive, because he wasn't at his so-called best, but he was keeping it ticking along as always. Really, really good. I think I had a comment from another subscriber, which I'll quickly address as well, which said, should he maybe long term be an opener in the test matches? I don't think so at all, because he's a very busy player. You need a very disciplined and, I think, patient demeanor when being a test opener, and I don't think he's got that. I think he's perfect at six. He's an unbelievable six, and he's one of the best, in my opinion, probably the best wicketkeeper batsman in Test cricket right now. I know Rishabh Pant is up there, BJ Watling as well, maybe slightly behind both those two. But Rishabh Pant, I think, is not as good a keeper as Rizwan. That's my point on that. Now, the biggest thing for me was, I guess I'll come to Fawad Alam, as you said, with the celebration, which you know what that means. But before we get on to that, Pakistan kind of made it a little bit hard for themselves because after that partnership, Rizwan fell. An absolute beauty, by the way, from Musrabani. This was an absolute beauty. And I could only say, you know what? What a ball. Coming over the wicket to the right hander and got the ball to just shape in a mile and took out his off stump. Mohammad Rizwan almost going to leave it and unfortunately misjudged it. Stumps went flying everywhere. Really good delivery and had to go back for 45. Fahim Ashraf then fell very soon after Tirapano got him. He was a leaning edge trying to flick it to the leg side, need to play it straighter towards mid on. Flicks it straight up in the air to mid on in the end, though with the leading edge. So got to the place it probably should have gone, but in the air and not in the way they would have liked. So he had to walk back 0 for 2 for him. But then Hassan Ali came in, a couple of fireworks. He targeted, it was a Kea, the part-time off spinner. They brought him on, I think, because they wanted him to play shots. He did play shots in that over. It went for 16 one of the overs. A 4 over mid-off. Got a bit fortunate, didn't get all of it. But then the next two boundaries were sixes and they were huge. Him round the wicket, trying to cramp him, and unfortunately didn't get it right. And he got dispatched over long on and then cow corner for big uns from Hassan Ali, who hit him for 16. That was, I think, the third last over. Fawad Alam then played out he played out then a maiden, and then the last over, I think they told Hassan Ali, look, you can play aggressively, but not now because it's the last over. Just block it out so that we can get to day 3 and we don't lose a wicket. That's exactly what he did. Good little knock so far for him, 21 of 18. But the biggest, I guess, story of the day, and let's touch upon it. Fawad Alam 108 off 155, not out going into day 3. Come on, Big Daddy 200, please, for him. A strike rate of nearly 70 as well. Really just looked phenomenal. Some fantastic drives down the ground. Square of the wicket. Dispatch the spinners when it was short. Any length that wasn't a good length from the spinners, especially, put it away. Pulling, cutting, driving. Everything was just beautiful. Running between the wickets as well. He's so fit. He's so good. He'll just punch it and then go, yeah, run. He's always looking for runs. Look, he has been a fantastic addition whilst coming back into the team. Long may it continue, and I'm hoping that he gets a really big score tomorrow. 150 plus is what I'm looking at. And Pakistan finished the day with a lead of 198 runs. Yes, they made it a bit harder for ourselves with those 2 wickets lost for 1 run, Rizwan and then Fahim Ashraf, but it happens. Hassan Ali came back. He's got 100 in the Qadi Azam Trophy. So him and Fawad Alam are looking to kind of build a little bit more. Let's get at least 20, 30 more runs from that partnership, and then Fawad Alam or Hassan Ali then go on as well. I know Naman Ali can bat. I've also been told Sajid Khan can bat a little bit as well. And we have Shaheen Afridi as well. So look, it's all pretty good in the hood, and I am very happy, to be honest with you, as a Pakistan fan. I think if we can get to a lead of 250 plus, I'm actually quite comfortable and confident we might be able to ball them out after getting a lead of 250 plus. So let's see. But really good stuff from especially Fawad Alam, Imran Butt as well. Abdul did very well yesterday, Rizwan did well today as well. So really good stuff from those guys. And the biggest thing I think as a Pakistan fan is that we don't have to just rely on Babar Azam in test matches, all the top 3 or top order players. I think on test matches and ODIs, we've had that issue. We have a massive hole in the middle order. But what's fantastic here is that Fawad Alam and Rizwan, especially, Rizwan has definitely found his feet in Test cricket, and he's in that middle order. And Fawad Alam is a cracking player at the moment. In Test matches, his 4th Test match 100, hasn't scored a 50 yet because he just wants to go big. And long may that continue as well. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Pakistan finished on 374 for 6. As I said, a lead on 198, and going into day 3, they'll be looking to build a 200 plus lead at least. Let's see what the lead can be. Some valiant efforts, though, from Zimbabwe, has to be said as well. Some good bowling, especially from Tirapano. 3 wickets picked up for him. And Musrabani as well, that cracking delivery. Tresoro put in some good hard yards, 34 overs from him as well. So, and a couple of decent overs from the part-time offies, although Kaya did get smashed in that 1 over, as I said. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next video. See you on day 3, where I'll be doing a video like this. Live stream probably not tomorrow, but on day 4 I probably will be. So keep an eye out for that if it does go that long. don't know, Pakistan are professional enough, they might be able to wrap it up tomorrow. Who knows? Okay, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe, stay well, and thank